Sentences, Clauses and Phrases, Part 3. In this module, we will learn about division of sentences on the basis of structure. On the basis of structure, sentences are classified as simple sentences. A simple sentence has only a single independent clause. So a simple sentence has single independent clause that stands by itself, and it expresses a complete thought. As you already know, clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a predicate. The girls are playing. This is an example of an independent clause. It stands by itself and makes its meaning clear, that the girls are playing. A simple sentence has one subject and one predicate. So in a simple sentence, there is only one person or thing being talked about, and there is description of only one quality of one person or thing that is being talked about. Hari is reading the book. Here, the subject is Hari and the predicate is reading the book. Hence, the sentence has only one subject and one predicate. Two, a simple sentence conveys only one idea. So, only one idea is being expressed by a sentence. Joseph is showing his new home. Here, only one idea is expressed. Someone named Joseph is showing his home. 3. A simple sentence can have more than one subject. So, in a simple sentence, there can be two persons or things who are being talked about. Geeta and Seema are playing in the garden. Here, Geeta and Seema form the compound subject of the sentence. A simple sentence can have more than one verb. So, a simple sentence can have more than one verb that shows action or state of being. Amit is eating a burger and drinking cold drink. Here, eating and drinking are forming the compound verb of the sentence. Next type of sentence based on the structure is compound sentences. By definition, a compound sentence is made up of two or more independent clauses of the same importance, joined by a coordinating conjunction. So, a compound sentence contains two independent clauses, that is, clauses that stand by itself, that are joined by coordinating conjunctions, or conjunctions that connect words, phrases, and clauses. The room was dark, so we could not see anything. This sentence can be broken up into two independent clauses as follows. The room was dark, independent clause 1. We could not see anything, independent clause 2. Here, both the clauses are joined by the coordinating conjunctions so, showing that the idea contained in independent clause 2 or cannot see is the result of the idea contained in independent clause 1 or dark room. In the above example, the room is subject, was dark is predicate, we is subject, and could not see anything is predicate. It is very important to note that a compound sentence has two or more main clauses and each clause contains a subject and a predicate. So a compound sentence, that is, sentence made up of two or more independent clauses of the same importance, joined by a coordinating conjunction, contains two or more main clauses with each clause containing a subject, that is, person or thing who is being talked about, and a predicate, that is, quality of person or thing being talked about. Next type of sentence based on the structure is complex sentences. By definition, a complex sentence is made up of an independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. So, complex sentence consists of an independent clause, that is, clause that stands by itself, and one or more dependent clauses, that is, clause that does not stand by itself. 1. Each dependent clause begins with a subordinating conjunction or a relative pronoun. So, in a complex sentence, each dependent clause or clause that does not stand by itself starts with a subordinating conjunction or conjunction that introduces dependent clause or a relative pronoun, that is, pronoun that marks a relative clause, subordinate clause that begins with a question word, example who, within a larger sentence. 2. The idea expressed by the independent clause is more important than the idea expressed by the dependent clause. So, in a complex sentence, the idea shown by the independent clause that can stand by itself, assumes more importance than the idea shown by dependent clause, that is, clause that does not stand by itself. I have to leave early because I have to meet someone. This sentence can be broken up into two clauses as follows. I have to leave early, independent clause, because I have to meet someone, dependent clause. In the example given, the dependent clause starts with a subordinating conjunction because, as it depends upon the independent clause or clause that stands by itself, and it is quite evident that I have to leave early is conveying a more important idea than conveyed by the dependent clause because I have to meet someone.